Here is our routes for all of March. It's snippets from Google Maps. Just find them under your timeline and you can see wherever you have been. I guess it was time to clean the solar panels so we can get a lot of power in. We started March with an overnight stay in Thy, the northwest coast of Denmark. Always a gorgeous view up there and not very many people. We took the ferry from Agger to Thyborøn back to the mainland, and we also found a really great spot for a cup of coffee by Faring Lake. Nice and quiet and hopefully much warmer in summer. We didn't spot the birds until we zoomed in, but look at how fast they are, and quite a good camouflage also. Sunset on the west coast of Denmark, here at Sporbjerg, is always a nice view, even when the horizon is a bit tilted right there. If you have seen some of the other videos, you will have seen we use the app Relive also. Normally we track it all the time, but mostly we use it when taking a hike in the woods or wherever we go. And when you take pictures with your camera phone, it automatically tracks the pictures and puts them in on the right spots. After a visit to my mother and a trip around some streams, we went to Klosterheden. It's a forest district. There's a population of beavers now. They were natural to Denmark, but were made extinct 2,500 years ago. In 1999, 18 beavers from Europe were set loose, and now we have about 100 in Denmark. That's quite something. And when we were there, it was nice and peaceful, out of season, not too many people. We came across someone who made a fire, and we decided to stay and cook our dinner over fire, and also spend the night, of course. Next weekend we took a trip to Silkeborg in the middle of Denmark and took an overnight stay at Bøllingsø. Well, actually we took two right there. The first evening, as you can see, the dinner was cooked in the camper.
forskel på vand. Først bliver det sort, alle skibe ligger på land. Dernæst bliver det blåt, alle sejler ud så flot. På vej ud i fjorden, ingen regn, ingen torden, for nu er det.
The music you hear in the background playing now is a singer and songwriter named Nana Dyveke. She is from Lemvig on the west coast. And besides being really good at that, she is also our daughter-in-law. There's a link to her page on YouTube under the descriptions. Go in and have a listen.
Den store skov afspejler sig i vandet som påvirker.
Jeg har fyldt med folk. Ja. Alt for mange mennesker.
So a Saturday afternoon in Silkeborg in the middle of Denmark with a lot of lakes. Very nice town to visit, but also a lot of people on such a beautiful day. Especially where you can get ice cream or get near the waters. Mette took a tour around the city and I got to work on the computer instead. Then it was back to Bøllingsø for another stay. We found out our gas was empty, so we had to cook on pine cones who had been laid down in hand sanitizer. That's the only thing we got that could burn. Next day, really cold. A little trip to the southern part of Denmark, Wuhuu, to get a present for our grandson. When we have a camper, he's gotta have one too, right? After eating dinner at this beautiful place, we just took a little trip to the nearby church to get all the necessities for the evening done. A.Kongsted in the middle of Zealand has a nice camper spot just off the main road, and of course we had to visit a church in the morning. Rest of the day was family business in the middle of Copenhagen, and to the night time we went up to a lake by Bagsvær, also a very nice place, very cozy and very quiet. Next day we drove around north of Copenhagen because I had made an appointment of buying a new used coffee machine, and we had to make use of our time, so we were on the coast over by A.Kongsted, and on the way home we stopped where we used to, by the Great Belt Bridge. Oh, look at that nice fellow right there, right? Over Fyn we went, and there's the bridge to mainland Jutland. Same procedure as last time. Yeah, we gotta empty our tanks. See you in the next video.